I'm Suetoni. I'm joined by Chessa. I'll introduce Team Johnny on the red side. They have a Rogue, Ferox, Osprey, Thrasher, and Merlin. A team that can do a lot of damage up close.
Nice. And I get to introduce the illustrious other team. And they are Merlin, Osprey, Thrasher, Ferox, Rogue, warping in at range. I kind of find it interesting that this kiting team is going with, the this type of like heavier, slower shield setup. I mean, they have Ferox, which is going to be providing them skirmish link, not shield link. While the armor team out of Team Johnny, they have, of course, the Brutix, which is going to be giving them, armor resistance. So they're going to be much, much more happier in a sustained like DPS race. What do you think, Antonio? What are we going to see here?
Well, I believe both the Brutix and Ferox actually have skirmish links. I'm not really a fan of the Brutix. I'm not sure what to think. It has a 1600 play. It doesn't have any self rep. It has three mag stabs and ions.
You are correct. I apologize. I was thinking of Myrmidon has the armor ref amount. So both teams opting for a skirmish link, even though they have quite slow and thick setups, battleships at least. I wonder why.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. We'll see what Team Johnny can do with this armor team. I think they definitely win in a straight up brawl. But
Yeah.
the Ferox team can sort of pick away, I think, with the Ferox's railguns.
But are they going to be able to break with the Ferox? Are they going to be able to break anything with the Augurer sitting right there?
I don't know, and the thing is, they're on a clock because the Osprey already has an afterburner, whereas the Augurer is dual prop, so that Augurer is going to be able to be much more comfortable trying to get into a position, whereas the Osprey is just going to get run down eventually if they want to go on it.
Brutix taking a nice amount of damage here from the Ferox in half armor, but I would assume the Augurer should easily be able to wrap it up. I really wouldn't start being concerned just yet.
Oh, well, the Augurer only has small reps, and the Brutix doesn't really have much of a tank, just a 1600 DC and energized adaptive. It doesn't actually think it has one power grid rig, so isn't really as tanky as the other ones.
This slasher here needs to be a little bit careful on Johnny. He's getting really close to that Thrasher. Looks like he's also engaged with the Merlin. Looks like he's trying to capture the Roke right away here. I have to say, I think we have our both battleships trying to just bypass each other. I think that'd be a good play for. I don't think that'd be the best play for Johnny. Oh, no, guess not. Johnny's Hyperion did not get through, captured by the Thrasher for a short period of time, but I think that Thrasher is not long for this world.
Yeah, if the Thrasher gets grappled, he's going to die pretty quickly, I think, because
Yeah,
it's not going to be able to go under the Hyperion's guns.
Yeah, either Lysis really needed to screen that Hyperion off of the Osprey, because the Hyperion, I think, was ramming right for it. So Lysis here, if he actually managed to screen and is getting out here, wow, Lysis, great play by the Thrasher. I think he actually screened that Hyperion successfully, and he might actually be able to get out here, but if he doesn't, he's going to be not long for this world right here. Brutix down, though. Oof, that was taking a lot of damage.
There goes a lot of damage and the skirmish link from their team, which now puts them at a speed superiority disadvantage. This really adds up, I think, especially when you have the Merlin and the Thrasher, which can both go in and scram stuff, like splitting stuff up, while the Ferox can kind of apply damage from anywhere, and the Rock can just sit on something and wail on it.
How is this Thrasher still alive? It is now burning out and away again from the Hyperion. The Algos was there as well for Team Johnny, and it didn't commit or at least help the Hyperion apply any damage. Oh, Lysis, excellent play there, just screening off that Hyperion. Wow. And now it's just taking a ton of damage.
Yeah, I don't think I don't think the Hyperion is going to be able to tank with a Rogue, Ferox, Thrasher, Merlin, just shooting it. Everything's on top of him, I think, except for the Thrasher, which burned away.
Yeah, I think the other team doing a great job here, just kind of ignoring the Augurer, which right now is struggling to get into range to rep this poor Hyperion, which is, I think, just receiving in fall off. I think maybe now he might be getting a little bit better, but this Hyperion's dangerously low.
Yeah, Hyperion bleeding into structure here. I don't. The problem with the Augur is it only has the small rep, so you have, if you want to use full rep effectiveness, you have to come into dangerous ranges where you're going to get grappled and tackled.
Yeah, I don't see where Team Johnny is going to be going with this right now. It looks like other team is doing a really good job here of just kind of completely neutering off this Hyperion, and they have right now Merlin sitting right on top of it. That Hyperion isn't going anywhere. They're keeping the Rogue a little bit at range, which the Rogue is going to like much better because it has that bonuses more so than the Hyperion, which is now dead. Wow, other team showing just a commanding excellence in piloting this match, Satonia.
Yeah, Chess, yeah, I really don't like the Brutix pick. I really would prefer the Myrmidon. I think it's a lot stronger. It has the self rep. It has the more flexible drones.
Yeah,
It
I
also has
agree.
the armor link. I think the armor link is
Yeah,
much more important than the skirmish link in this matchup because you have the
yeah,
Hyperion, which benefits so much from links. You have the Augur of the small reps. You really want links there to like help get more out of that ship.
yeah. Yeah, I absolutely agree with you. I was very like kind of turning my head in this, even to say, for other team, obviously they had a commanding lead here, but the skirmish link working well for them. I really would have thought with the Roke you'd want again the shield link you would want that to have as much powerful as possible unless they were really trying to help play for the Osprey, allowing the Osprey's AB to effectively let it burn away from battleships and to essentially mitigate a lot of that possible damage. Either way, I think a very poor setup from let's see, from Team Johnny. I just don't think they had everything in place after the pick ban. I think they got severely the worst end of the roster.
Yeah, it seems like they just kind of got countered too because they banned Prophecy Megaphone, and both of those ships would have been nice options to have available.
I agree. Other team just showing absolute dominance here with a nice domination victory. We've seen a number of those today. These kind of matches in the new season 2 seem to swing one way or the other fairly quickly. You lose a ship or two, especially a big ship like your battle cruisers, which I think have been being focused primarily almost every match, and then it seems whatever team is just kind of out links and out that extra DPS just kind of falls apart fairly quickly.
Yeah, we just have the lone slasher left who's going to get run down shortly by moderators Merlin.
Anyway, really good flying from other team. Just excellent. Like Lysis playing with a Thrasher there, keeping that Hyperion off, and then managing not to get too close into grappler range and being able to just kind of like kite around that distance. I mean, that is some wonderful piloting. Also, Zuko in the Roth just staying right out at that range, right out at the edge where the Rogue is going to be a little bit happier because of its optimal range bonus over the Hyperion's tracking bonus. I mean, just those kind of things, those little positional things, really add up when your entire team is flying at that level. I mean, not losing a Merlin, not losing a Thrasher when you're looking at those big DPS blaster boats on the field and those were screened successfully. Really impressive to see.
Yeah, we are seeing the Slasher caught now. It's going to be going down very shortly here. I I'm not sure what to think about the Slasher pick. I don't like afterburners on the frigates in general. I'd really prefer the Merlin with the Mike Wargrave, and they had the first pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. If you're not going to use your frigate as more of a supplement to your battleship battlecruiser, definitely a thick, heavy, frigate that can get in there and interdict with the scram web. But anyway, it looks like we had an excellent match here with some excellent piloting. Take us home, Satonia.
Yeah, it was a great match. Congratulations to the other team who got the third dominant victory today, and we'll send it back to Epophany.